The second one is magic is needed. These are rules. We think are rules.
Yeah.
Magic is needed. Procedures are no longer enough.
So
Yes.
procedures are required, but they're not enough.
They're not enough.
No, it's not enough to know how to crank the handle.
Can any company these days get away with not having magic, as in that creative, indefinable little spark that comes from some of the people there?
I do think it's possible. If you want
I
to.
think you'll get left behind by your
I
competitors.
think very, very quickly you'll get left behind by the global market.
If you're crap and all your competitors are crap,
Yeah.
you could get away with it. But you only need one good one to come along.
Or you don't even need a good one. You just need a cheap one.
Or even like your roofer. You say they stand out. There's some magic in what they did.
Yeah.
And you
there was-
might say, what was it? Was it self-discipline? Did they were they in charge of themselves?
Oh, they totally did everything themselves. There was some boss guy who sold me the job at the beginning. Although even then, actually, the roofer took me up and said, have a look at this, Chris. And there was also like crumbly wood and tiles that you could just move. And he said, you need to do something about this. And I said, I'm probably only going to live here another 10 years, will it? And he went, it won't last 1 year. And I went, okay, I need it. So the sales job was done by the roofer himself.
Yeah.
And then all the planning and executing was done by the roofers themselves. And they ordered the wood and they planned what went where. I mean, as a project management obsessive, I would say they had a process. So they weren't having to recreate anything. They already knew. They put the tiles, the way they stacked the tiles, where they put them, everything. They had a way of doing it, which was brilliant.
Yeah.
But I think there probably was a bit of problem solving as they were going along, because our roof's a bit of an odd shape and there were a bit of tricky bits.
Yeah.
And I think, but they just solved it. I don't think they ever phoned the boss and said, what do we do?
No. Okay. So
there was definitely magic in that too, wasn't there?
Oh yeah, there was.
Definitely.
And perhaps it's not really easy definable, but for our situation, we define magic in 6 ways. So one of them is curiosity. So there's no way you can make decisions in the round in context.
If you don't have curiosity. I know loads of people who don't.
Yeah.
And it amazes me. You say, have you seen that new? Nah, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Or even something I'm not interested at all.
How does it taste
Some
of salt?
sport,
Oh, I don't know.
Never tried it.
Yeah.
Or have you seen that? Did you American football? Oh, I never watched American football.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Or whatever, just not interested. Don't want to even know why I might find it. If Chris finds it interesting, maybe I don't care. So curiosity is one.
Yeah.
5 more magic things.
Yeah. So 3 of them are about the future. You have to throw yourself out. It's curiosity, imagination, and imagination is something about something not being in the present. You've created something in your mind's eye.
Yeah.
I did the perfect gig.
But it's like an outcome.
Imagining the perfect gig.
But
Imagining
it is like, I imagine that completed roof.
Yeah.
It's whole and complete.
Wow, I wish
and it's got nothing to do with how you got there.
Or the book that I could write that I'm thinking about.
That's right.
So when you went to
as a finished entity.
So when you went to the factory as a manager, you had in your mind's eye, what if it was like this? What if it was really like a well-oiled machine? So you threw yourself into some imaginary place in the future.
Sorry to keep it.